G'day everyone, my name is Coolpilot and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Mishaps. Now last episode we left off, whoops, no, don't want to make a marker, accidentally hit the right mouse button. Last episode we left off right here in this little crevice in, what was this biome called? Yeah, it's not loaded. Oh, it must be underneath me. Heard a zombie. Yeah, we left off here. I just did a bit of walking. Want to make sure he's not quite going to sneak up on me or anything. Did a bit of walking up through this lush swamp to reach this ocean here, which we are going to go explore in search of a home. I just recently asked today, there's a by the way, that's a dungeon that we will never go to. We may see others, spawning, around the map. That's one we'll never go to because it is really freaking dangerous. Blazes spawn up there, and it's also completely pointless because the rewards are crap for all of the danger of going up there. We have our bed here. Now, you may remember last episode we did have a couple problems with the mod pack. One was animals not, just mobs in general not appearing right. I think that is a conflict, or at least caused by the conflict between Optifine and Tinker's Construct in the versions for this version of Minecraft. Apparently, the console comes up with a thing from Tinker's Construct warning that armor display doesn't work right because of a bug, in, or at least a conflict with Optifine. I'm going to do some testing to see if that is actually what's causing it, or if it's some other conflict with another mob. I don't really know yet, but it's probably that. I'll probably just have to deal with that, though, because I have to have Optifine to get anything above 20-25 FPS while recording. Otherwise, it'll just be really janky video. It is at times from like lag spikes and the like. But it'll make it really difficult to play, just overall. Because like right now, I'm getting, with all the terrain generated, I'm getting high 40s, low 50s. And it's generating terrain, it's, low 30s, occasionally dips into high 20s, but it does much better with Optifine. Just the multi-core aspect of it, spreading the CPU processing onto all the different cores, since I have an i7, so it helps a lot. So I may just have to deal with that. I will do some testing though to see if that is indeed the problem. We're wasting away, of course, a lot of day here just talking. The other problem was, of course, boats. The Minecraft boats weren't working properly at all. I really do not know what was wrong with it. Of course, you can see I still have the boats, or I used to have two of them. I don't know if I actually got back the one or not. But they were acting really weird. So rather than using the default Minecraft boats, which are, again, acting weird for some reason, we are instead going to make a punt. This is one of 3 tiers of boats that are in UHS 3. We'll take 3 boats, a couple sticks, and 3 wools. We already have 2 of the boats. We will actually need to make another here. I guess we're going to make a few. Okay, just could we use the river cane? No. We have to make actual sticks. And there we go. A punt. And out of space. We'll toss the 1 plank. It's worth the same thing as the 2 sticks. And the sticks I have 2 of. So, yeah. What do we need on our hotbar? Dirt. Don't need the coal on our hotbar. Let's keep the cobble there. And yeah, that's all we really need on the hotbar. I guess having the crafting station on the hotbar will be nice. And let's put the punt in the water. Ta-da! Decent looking boat. Nice thing about these is that they're fairly smooth. They can be a little difficult to control sometimes. I have done some testing with these boats because they're new to me. How do they react with... Ooh, they just break them. Nice. They just break the lily pads. It's much better than some other boats. It can be a little difficult to maneuver sometimes, especially mainly the bigger ones, because they don't do well in shallow water. But these are pretty nice, and they come with their own chest. Let's see if I remember the keys I have bound it to. L? Nope. K? K! There we go. So yeah, it has its own chest, so we can actually put our like seeds in here to get them out of our inventory, and these books that we don't need on us right now. We'll keep this on us. Also, we don't need the stack of feathers. The extra woods might be nice to have on hand. Eggs. Yeah, have the river cane on hand. These lily pads I can actually just toss out. And the 3 wool I have on hand in case of emergency. Okay. So now we can go exploring nice and slowly. The nice thing about this is that the directions you go are dependent on where the boat is. So I'm pressing W, I'm going straight. Now I'm looking behind me. I'm still pressing W. I'm still going the same direction. It's not dependent on where you're looking, so you can actually look around. You can have the boat going this way and look towards the coast. And see there's a big sticking mountain over there. And it looks like some gas escaping from a cave. Interesting. Now, let's see here. This is a savanna and savanna plateau. That's what the mountain is. It's technically a plateau. And, I don't know, maybe, is that just steam off of the lava? I don't know. I don't know much about Glenn's gases mod, which is what makes those gases yet. Now, I thought I saw a pumpkin up there. I wasn't entirely sure. I'm kind of curious, though, like where these gases are coming from. So let's take a peek over here. If I remember right, these things do not break. Nope, they just bounce off. And shift. Yeah, shift to get off. Some sheep and some cows. Not gonna kill them in case we decide to set up shop here. With this big mountain, I'm not, and this ravine behind it. Probably wouldn't do my planned build here. So this wouldn't be the final home, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. Just need to find a good starting base location. Isn't half bad. There's some coming out over there too. The flow from over here seems to have stopped. Takes a while for, if gas spawns in a cave and there's a way for it to get out, and those are the lighter than air gases, it takes a while for them to make their way through the caves a lot of times. This one might have even just come out of here. There's a nice little lava pocket though. Decent number of acacia, assuming not acacia trees. There's a snow biome nearby, a taiga, which is useful. Not sure what that brown thing is. Huh. Of course, there's this ravine back here. So if you ever want to utilize the ravine to get some resources, if possible. It's dangerous, but yeah, sometimes you gotta play a little dangerous. Not really, you're actually supposed to play super safe in this mod pack. Never play dangerous in UHS, you will get yourself killed. Tons of cows, so be relatively easy to set up a farm for them. Starting to get late, so I'll have to keep an eye on it. Obsidian totem nearby, that's handy. Very handy. For Thaumcraft, at least. Because all this exploration does bleed a lot of hunger, so you have to be a little careful with that as well. Although I do have a good amount of chicken and mutton on me, and of course tons of cows around, so. Some more sheep, bunch of sheep. Well, this isn't a half bad place. Again, I wouldn't really want to build on top of the mountain, at least begin with. You want to dig into the side of it. Oh, it's already night. It's a little hard to tell when you're this high up, because I'm used to just looking at the horizon, but yeah, this high up the horizons, that right there is the horizon, but the sun and the moon go past it, because the land, the land horizon, the chunk horizon isn't lined up with the sky's horizon, because, well, you're higher up. And of course, if you could generate this infinitely, of course, the land would eventually meet up with the sky's horizon, but this is a game, not real life, so you don't get that. Now, where would we actually want to set up shop if we were to do this here? Well, as I said, we'd want to do it in the side of the mountain. With having our punt, we might want to do it like down here where we came in. So we have access to the sea to keep exploring. Because this was we had come by here, it seemed to be a bit of a dead end. Did I lose some of the map or something? I thought we had come up here. Maybe not. I must be confusing with my test game. I had a test game on another map with a savanna biome like this, and I had gone up the side. You hadn't actually come up here. Yeah, it's been a few days since I recorded too, so that doesn't help. Alright. I do quite like savanna biomes. These wildflowers are pretty too. So let's carefully make our way back down. Lots of this marble around as well, which is really nice. I like marble. And we're going to need a ton of marble for our eventual big build. I'm thinking like right here. We'll get some sand from digging this out. Get some coal. It's nice and high above. Well, nice and relatively flat. You're next to the water. It's hard for monsters to get in, but of course you also have to think about. You do want to trap monsters, and you don't want monsters falling down on me either. I'm going to put a little cut in here. I'm going to continue poking around up this mountain, or plateau technically, and try and find the best spot to build, because I'm going to have to think this over a fair bit. So I will, as I said, put a cut in here and come back when I found the perfect spot. Hell, even this wouldn't be half bad. And we are back. I have decided what we're going to do. Now, this will be an entrance into our first base, and I think we're going to probably stay here for quite a while and do, a fairly large first base before trying to find, like, the perfect spot, especially since it may take, quite a long time to actually find the perfect spot, to eventually build, the grand build I want to do eventually. But this will be the site of our first base. This will be an entrance into the base. This will be our sea entrance, since it does, come up, nicely right up, this big wall up nicely right to the water. Of course, we'll dig some of that out and make it a better entrance, when we do that. But this will not be where the main base is located, because I want to have a location on land where I can have monsters around me and, trap those that are trying to come after me at the entrance of my base. And, well, kill them, obviously. And this is a terrible location for that because of the water. I did in Minecraft Season 0 have a water trap, but I was completely surrounded by water, and that was a slightly different story than having an entrance right next to water on a cliff face surrounded by land. So yeah, we're not going to make that our main entrance exit. That'll be our C entrance exit. We are instead going to build over this way, and we'll kind of connect this area up through this hill, because the main plateau is here, but it does stretch out over to here. So we can like build a section here, and in the big plateau. So we'll have plenty of room for expanding into the mountainside for our, I guess we could call this like an underground bunker. Like our eventual main base, our final main base will be above ground. It'll be a city of sorts, but this will be like our first underground bunker dedicated to survival over, looking pretty. The sun is starting to set, and is this a good spot? Actually, we have this little cove over here, so we can actually park our boat in here. It's a nice little spot for it. Keep the boat nice and safe. In we go. And park. I want to check this little hole. It is just a little hole. Okay. I want to make sure it wasn't like some dark block and didn't know what it was. Yeah, so it's starting to set, but where we will build first is not like right in front of this, but right over here. So it would actually be better to make a pathway up this way. The sun's setting. Let's set our bed. Let's set it a little closer to where we'll end up being. This is where we're going to build. I'm going to build an entrance in the mountainside here, and it will have a outdoor tunnel basically, coming out onto this flat land that we will be able to see out of. And it'll come out a ways, so that way we can have the monsters coming out on us on flat land instead of having them jump on our heads the minute we come out the door. Come on. Come on. Set sun. Set sun. There we go. And a beautiful morning. So, yeah. We're just going to, start digging. Kind of the first step to any underground base is, gotta start digging. Basically, just to kind of visually demonstrate what I mean by having an outdoor tunnel out. Basically, it'll be like a few walls coming out like this. And it'll go out, a little farther. We should actually use some dirt to fill that area in. Oh, another seed. So we'll just have walls coming out. We'll have, once we find some quicksand, hopefully we find some quicksand somewhere around here. We'll probably have to do some exploring to find that. I don't think we had, there might be some on this beach up here, but I don't think we have a desert area yet. Nope. No desert areas on the map. So, have to explore to find that. Don't there. Don't want to there. Alright. Cotton seeds. I think we already had one. Another chili seed. Here's our door. So start digging out this space. Oh, look. We already got some copper. I've seen tons of copper around already, just haven't been able to dig up any of it because it's in dangerous areas for the most part. And some coal. This is of course taking forever because this is a wooden pick. I'll probably use up this pick before making a stone one, because this is just a normal Minecraft vanilla pick. I decided to make that instead of trying to fiddle around with Tinker's Construct for the first wooden tools, just because inventory space takes up a lot of inventory space to do. I have all that Tinker stuff on me. Break the bed, bring it indoors. Ta-da! And get this coal out of here so that we can put some light in here. So that was our pick, so we're going to have to put our crafting station down. Okay, so Tinker's Tools. I suppose first, before we do anything, we should make a chest to stuff stuff in. Put it on top of the copper. Yeah, sure, right now. Well, no, it's there. Dig it out later. So first things first, we are going to need a bunch of patterns. Sticks. How many do we need? Let's see here. Just to make the blocks, we need 5. So that should be enough. Then we need a crafting table. We will need a block of wood, a log, and then a chest. There we go. Then all we do is take these blank patterns, put them on top. Actually, we only needed 4, didn't we? Messing up. We'll need the extra patterns anyway, so there we go. Not enough space to actually put all this stuff in here at the moment, so we'll actually do this outside. Well, you'll also notice that I picked an entrance that views the sunset, so that way we can sleep at the correct time. That's something I actually did by accident. I just realized I did that, so it's a good thing I picked in western entrance. Yeah, I had to think for a minute. West, is it west or east? Having a fictional world where the sun sets in the opposite direction makes things confusing. Okay, so that's the tool station. That's the part builder. I'll actually put them in the right order. Yeah, I did put them in the right order. I'm not going to bother putting the pattern chest down yet. Okay, so need to make more patterns. Make one more. Oh, we'll probably need another set of sticks, don't we? Yeah. Make 4 more patterns. Let's see here. Basic tools. We will need a tool rod, pickaxe head, shovel head, axe head, and it's somewhere in here. Oh, there we go. Tool binding. And let's see here. We got our cobblestone. So let's look at our materials in the new book. Finally looking at one of these books. What I want to look at is down at the materials. Okay, handle modifier 1.0. Stone is 0.5, so we want to use the wood for the handle. Yes. Using stone for handle is a bad thing, so we don't actually really need the tool rod at this point, because you can just literally use a stick. Or did these work? I don't think the river cane worked. They work as sticks in most recipes, or in some recipes, right? Yeah, for like vanilla tools and vanilla things, but not for a lot of other stuff. A magic pencil. Not actually sure what that's for. Actually. But you can combine them in your inventory? That doesn't seem right. Oh, I need those sticks. Anyways, take our pickaxe head pattern, put the stone in there, make a stone pickaxe head, make a stone shovel head, a stone axe head, and the tool binding. I think that just adds durability and modifier, well, not the handle modifier obviously, but traits, I should say. They had traits and durability. Stone does have higher durability. Flint has, even higher. Flint would be the better one to actually use as for tools, but we'd have to go and dig up some stuff. And I do like stone bound for picks and tools. I might want flint for an actual sword, though. And let's see. Oh, I didn't actually make the binding. There we go. And we got a stone shard. Let's leave it up in there. Now, I want to actually test this thing. It showed... Yeah, no. It's kind of weird. Because you should only be able to do it in here. Stone pickaxe head, stone binding, stick. And you shall be... Oh, what shall you be? I did the whole stone thing in the names. I tend to do that most often. Putting stone in the name of the, stone tools in various ways, making little puns of stone and stoner like. Let's do something a little different though. Rock biter. Because it bites the rocks. I think, is that biter or bitter? That's bitter, isn't it? Biter. There we go. Rock biter. And then shovel will be tiny rock mover, because it moves tiny rocks. And like stone and, well, not stone, but grass and grass. Though technically grass blocks, dirt, and sand, and the like, gravel. And you shall be... What do you do with the axe in terms of this? Need to get in bed. Let's get to bed first, then think about what to name the axe. I'm thinking of something like related to the fact that trees hold up the hillside, so something related to destroying the hillside in some way. Because if you clear out all the trees on a hillside, you're more likely to have a mudslide. So, or rock slide too if it's a rocky hillside. Yeah, let's just call it rock slide. Good enough. And we got a stick left over. Let's get your inventory a little bit more to what I'm used to. And to put this book in the inventory. And continue digging. Get this coal out of here. Gotta be careful with the coal, because apparently this stuff can hurt you, or at least makes the hurting noise. It didn't do damage earlier. Oop. Of course, you also have to be careful, because if it hits the light source, kablooey! Get all of this coal out of here. There's a lot of it here. This bait. Is that all of it? Looks like it. So we are a little safer in here. And we have some space too. Put these two there. Now, one thing in UHS 3 is that we don't have F7 on NEI. Apparently, it doesn't work in this version for some reason. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You're literally on the corner here. We don't actually want to have this much room here. Maybe you have 5 by 5, and that would really be the most I want to do in this first room. And then start, digging more into the mountain, because we're kind of out on a little lip here. And so, block this back up. There we go. So yeah, you don't have F7 mode in this, so we actually have to pay attention to light levels and lighting patterns, when we use torches, glowstone, and the like, to make sure that things are properly lit up. I'm gonna make our first torches here, if I can actually grab one of the goals. Nope. 2 torches. That's what I made for. Apparently not. And there we go. We have some light. Make a nice little 5 by 5 by 3 room. My old standby. Direwolf has his 9 by 9s. I have my 5 by 5s. And move the bed one more time. And this chest. Going to get this copper. I'll dig down to get the rest of that in a minute. Grab these guys. There's all the items come popping out. And do our proper station setup. So we want the tool station on the right. The crafting table on the far right. This is the right one, yep. The part builder here. Stencil table here. And pattern chest in between stencil table and the part builder where it's needed. And we can put the patterns inside the stencil chest. The stone shard in here. And the cobblestone, well, leave the extra cobblestone in there. But ores in here, and some of our valuables, and this book. And go grab the stuff from our punt chest. So here we are. We should probably mark this, do it when we get back inside the room. Just thinking if it would be close to put the punt over here, but this is a little better location to actually park it. Now, I'm not sure if there's a way to access the chest without going in. It doesn't seem like there is. So I have to go in, hit K, get all this good stuff out of here. Put it, the boat back in since it was starting to drift out. Get the thing turned around. There we go. And shift. And it just stops. Good. So ferry this stuff back inside. Don't want to run too much, because it'll eat up our hunger. Now, what did I set the key to? It went back to R. You're not supposed to be R, you're supposed to be backslash. I'm pretty sure you're backslash. I didn't do anything else on backslash, did I? Controls. Slash. No. Nope, I saved backslash for that. Good. So, backslash. And it just did my inventory, which I did not want it to do. That's annoying. There we go. Fixed. I'll put the apples in there since I prefer not to eat those, at least at this point. Everything's looking good. We got a little place set up. We do need a couple dirt blocks though for the door. Not that dirt block, because that makes it ugly. And another chili seed. There we go. So that way I can block the door up if I want to. Don't really need to yet because it's not quite nighttime and I'll be sleeping, you know, most of the time. Though I do want to put one more block in there. But I believe that will be it for this episode. Next episode, we will get our food production going by planting our berries and potentially working on getting some crops put together in a little enclosed area. Start some wood chopping, start some terraforming a little bit, at least with you getting this, and start digging out more base and, well, basically setting up shop. That'll be it for this episode, and I will see you guys next time.